Gemini Venus, this is your monthly love and relationship reading for the month of May 2026, or whenever the hell that you see this. No, I don't want that. This is about to be unhinged. Don't know why. Fear of loss. You're afraid of losing someone or being abandoned. Take a chance. Okay. All right. Already shuffled. Let's get some cards for you. For you and your relationship. Five of Pentacles reverse. You feel like an insider. You got the homies. You got the friends. You got the in group. Your person. Ace of Cups. They feel like a new love, but they're trying to control the whole situation. Okay. Okay. They're not open to receiving. They're open to giving, but not receiving. What's the main issue between y'all and your relationship? Eight of Wands reversed, double reversed. This is a new circumstance, yet things are moving slowly. No one wants to put the information or the message out there. No one wants to speak first, talk first, or be too attached, for that matter. Okay, so what do you want out of the situation, Gemini Venus? Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. You want to keep your financial independence, especially. You want to keep your, this is you, Queen of Swords, your card, sense of self, your truth. You want to be able to know what you think is independent of this other person, that they're not influencing you, they're not telling you what to think, they're not leading you along. Three of Pentacles at the base of the deck. You've worked hard on your independence. You've worked hard on your money. You've worked hard on your security. Why the fuck are you going to let someone else come in? Loving cup offer. Oh, I love you, Gemini. That's great. Okay. But if you're trying to control me, Empress reversed, you better keep it pushing. Okay. What do they want out of the situation? Nine of Wands reversed. They want to let down their defenses and be vulnerable with you. What else do they want? What do they want out of our Gemini? Three of Wands. They have an expectation of unconditional love. Magician reversed, the Knight of Swords. They also were hoping that there would be some things that they could help you with. And if you're too independent, that's not going to like tickle and scratch their itch of wanting to be needed and wanting to white knight and rush in and help you and be the savior because you're the innocent, playful little fool. And, you know, I mean, that actually kind of sounds nice. You know, you could just sort of act a fool and live life lightly. And this person will, you know, find that precious and want to protect you and cover for you and fucking make sure that your bills stay paid, I guess. All right. So how do you see them? No, what are you afraid of? Let's look at that. What are you afraid of? Because you're afraid of loss, right? So let's get into that. Why? What are you afraid of losing? Page of Wands reversed and the Eight of Swords. You're afraid that if you don't say your piece, if you don't get the last word, if you aren't able to communicate how you feel, that you'll end up trapped. And you want to be honest. You want to be authentic. You want to say it and tell it like it motherfucking is. What else are you afraid of? Come on, Gemini. Can't be all that bad. This person just wants to take care of you, right? Seven of Wands. You don't want to lose that higher ground. If you lose that higher ground because they're taking care of you and making your life happen for you, Four of Wands, you might lose your home, your stability, things to celebrate, what you've achieved. Page of Swords reversed, everything that you've learned. The ideas that you've formed in your mind about who you are and what you're worth are all at risk, according to you, based on what you're afraid of. So what are they afraid of? Holy shit, they got some fears as well. They don't want things to get too extreme as far as their own jealousy and control issues and insecurities around fidelity and emotional cheating, emotional buildup of, who's I love you and you're beautiful and you're so great. Like, they're afraid of having their fucking heart broken, of course. Five of Swords, Two of Pentacles reversed, and the Emperor. They will not stop at making sure they also retain their independence and their autonomy, their ability to take action in their own lives, their own sense of self-control. They'll do whatever it takes, including ending a relationship. Just saying. Save that. Clip that. I'm just starting to clip my videos. It's been an interesting ride, having to do it myself with my finger. I think I should get like a foot pedal. All right. How do you see them right now, Gemini, Venus? Justice, Three of Pentacles. Fuck yeah. You see them as being very fair-minded. Maybe they're a Libra. Very fair, very balanced, intelligent, intellectual. They're always willing to hear every side of the situation. They're very diplomatic. You also see them as being someone who's very good at something, so good, in fact, that people seek them out for their wisdom, their expertise, intelligence. Six of Pentacles reversed. You also see them as giving too much. Giving unfairly or taking unfairly. And then Justice upright. They give too much. You don't like it. And in fact, the fact that they want to give to you, you probably have a problem with that too, don't you? How do they see you? How does your person see you, Gemini, Venus? Ooh, Judgment. Yes, bitch. Having a fucking purpose. Having a message to tell the world of someone who commands attention and respect with their unique vision. 10 of fucking Pentacles, too. You've got a fucking hierarchy of values and you've worked really hard for something. You've got your, again, purpose. You're in your place of like good family, good career. 10 of Wands, again, worked really hard for something. They see you as a very, very high value person. I don't know if I could pull higher value cards here. The High Priestess. Just like wisdom on wisdom on wisdom, very spiritual. And in fact, they feel that there's something deep inside that you're hiding. An anxiety, a fear, an internal pain, something that you've been through. Will you tell me? What is it? If it exists, if it's true, and if it's real, what is it? Six of Swords, a sense of loss, having to run away from a situation, having to escape something that was very dramatic and traumatic. And I'm seeing the child here especially as something that happened when you were a kid. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, abandonment. But even an abandonment that you chose in some way to protect and shield your heart. Okay, so why is that important here? We'll see. So how can you support them? If you want to support them, move this relationship forward. Eight of Pentacles reversed, except that you got to try something new. Be willing to try something new. Knight of Pentacles, but keep that steady presence. Be patient, move slowly. Accept that this is a new person, a new relationship, and a new situation. You're afraid of losing someone or being abandoned. Boop, boop, boop. There it is, being abandoned, okay? So we're going to accept that the best thing to do here is accept that this is a brand new situation. Take our time, be pragmatic, practical, steady, patient. You have your money sources, you have your finances. Nobody's asking you to run away and get it moved in with this person. I mean, maybe they're making an emotional offer towards you. Maybe they're overly trying to control the situation because they're also afraid of loss over here with the Empress reversed. Just take your time. That's the best way you can support them, is be willing to try something different while still taking your time in the situation. All right, so how can you ask them for support? If you were to go to them and say, hey, this is what I really need. Queen of Cups, Tower reversed. So you say, if you want, I'm really working on building myself from the ground up and forming new relationships with a mental and emotional relationship with relationships. Could I be more clear? Absolutely. You go to them and you say, I am working on building my strength and fearlessness in relationships, my willingness to be vulnerable, open my heart, and try a new approach. What I need from you at this time is a lot of sensitivity and compassion and support, but not control. The Queen of Cups doesn't control. She sits back and she allows you to cry on her shoulder, or if it's a him, gender doesn't matter, okay? Cry on the shoulder, bare your heart, there as a witness, as a nurturer, and someone who will also open their heart to you to let you know you're in good company. And a Five of Cups reverse at the base. Let's focus on the positive. Ask for them to focus on the positive. I think that's something that they could, frankly, use more of as well. Let's keep it light and look at the bright side in any situation. All right. What are you learning right now, Gemini Venus, in relationships, in this relationship? Three of Swords reversed. How to heal after heartbreak. How to heal after heartbreak, and something more about that, please. Six of Wands. It's humbling. That sense of rejection, like you feel like no one's in your corner, very humbling. And yet, what else? Ace of Pentacles. There's always new opportunities for love, and it's worth fighting for. Five of Wands. Two of Wands. There's a lot of opportunities out here, and this has potential and opportunity. I'm not saying this is the be all end all, but everything that we experience in life is a stepping stone to something better along the, on the other side of the hill, right? It's peaks and valleys, and learning how to heal your heart, accept this type of defeat, and approach it with humility and say everyone gets their heart broken, everyone gets rejected. That doesn't mean that I don't have value. That doesn't mean that there aren't someone else out here in the future that's willing to take a chance on me and love me, and it's worth fighting for. It's worth competing for. Not that you have to compete, honey, because this person sees you as extraordinarily high value, lest we forget. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, and fucking Judgment, bitch. You got it going on. But it's worth fighting for, to take that chance. That's what I want to say. All right. What are they learning right now in relationships? Three of Cups. How to celebrate, how to live life lightly, how to let go, how to loosen up. And Empress reverse, it's like they also have this energy of clinging tightly. And you can actually show them how to loosen up and let go and have a lot more fun in life, for sure. That's something that you can really offer them. So in your best interest to release, what's in your best interest to release as seen from the perspective of your guides and loved ones? Seven of Cups, grass is greener mentality, the what ifs, Page of Pentacles reversed, it's Nine of Cups reversed, Lovers reversed, Two of Cups reversed, Two of Swords reversed, and the Ace of Swords. There's been a lie that you've told yourself here, and it's about how you'll never learn. You have learned. It's about how your dreams will never come true. They're always coming true. It's about how you'll never have a shared path or purpose with someone. Every person you meet, you have a shared path and purpose with. How you'll never have that loving relationship. There's one right in your lap right now. This is what love looks like. And how you'll have to always make a decision to make the final call in your life. And sometimes it's okay to just wait at the crossroads and gain more information. You don't have to make a decision right away. Clip that. All right. So what are they letting go of for their best interests right now in terms of their relationship? Ace of Swords reversed. They've also told themselves a lie. that they have to always be positive and idealistic in order to hold on to something that they value. Ten of Cups reversed, Queen of Wands reversed. They have mother issues, family issues. Someone was very cruel towards them because of their own insecurities, and it did cause them to grow quite strong. But that person wanted the performance out of them, and I think asking for them to see things positively, like it's that same card, and so I am kind of like now taking pause and just wanting to let you know, hey, there is a little bit of wounding with them with this of like, smile, put on a happy face, you can't really show your negative side to me or else I won't love you, like conditional love shit going on. So just try. I know that you're diplomatic and you can figure this one out. Just tread a little bit carefully. Know that you can appreciate their positivity and encourage it without making them feel like your love is conditional based on whether they're positive or not, because they also have their own trauma, okay? All right. Let's see. Well, let's see if we can get something from them just to speak to you real quick from their deepest subconscious and soul. What would they say to you? I bury myself and work to forget you. So they do kind of distract themselves from trying to work a lot to keep themselves distracted from worrying about where y'all stand or like what's going on, which is why you have this Eight of Wands reverse of like the communication slowing down and stuff like that. And I know communication's important to you based on what you show me here. I get that. So they are simply making themselves unavailable so that they don't have to worry so much about what's going on with you, whether you love them or, why you may be a little cold or anything like that. I lost myself for a little while again. They do have some issues here with all of that. I'm becoming a better person. Like they're on their own self-healing and self-love journey as well, which is beautiful. And so it's just important, I think, for you to understand that there may be some tender issues here, and they're really dealing with a lot of the same issues that you are, as far as like being afraid to take a chance and then also like holding really tightly to the relationship for fear of losing it. You know, it's worth something to talk about. I just feel like for them it may be in certain special circumstances where they're able to open up and talk about it rather than just like, whenever. Like choose your timing wisely. Ticking clock. Let love unfold naturally and give it time to grow. Exactly. I mean, that goes right back to strength. That's the patience card right there. But all the way back to this Knight of Pentacles here. Do something new and take some time. Try something new and take some time is what that card was saying to you, is have a little bit of patience and let things kind of generate. You're not going to be able to plant a seed and 2 weeks later run out there and get a whole fucking watermelon, right? It's going to take a season to develop and grow so that it's worth like even assessing at that point. Obviously it's not going to be what you're looking for if you just pluck it right away, right? What else? What else for Gemini, Venus? Anything else that we can clarify for them about their relationship? Awakened, rebirth, become conscious, stay aware, and embrace the renewal of your essence. So this is, an opportunity for a lot of self-reflection and just kind of be aware of like, if you can pull yourself out of yourself this month and try to hear yourself as though you were listening to someone else speak. Even record yourself if you're that geeky about it. I mean, fuck it, right? Like just do it and play it back. Sometimes I listen to myself like when I rewatch these videos and it's just like, who the fuck is speaking right now? It's crazy how different we come off and look and sound to others versus how we remember it when we're speaking and when we're in the moment. And with love it might be worth getting a little bit of distance from yourself to see how you come off, what you sound like, and then assessing maybe there's a different way that I would have liked to said that, or whatever. It's not saying there's anything necessarily wrong, but like, what are your intentions? It's just a part of perfecting the self and becoming a better person, right? It's just an option. Okay. So your guides, angels, and loved ones have something to say. What is it? Be authentic. Anything else is just exhausting. Period. And give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing. All right. Gemini Venus, I hope you like that. If you did, please like and subscribe. I also have monthly rising sign life check-in readings every single month, and then I have a new channel that I'll link in the description below called PodkaynePI, where I'm doing like little investigative journalism tarot bullshit readings that have been pretty fun so far, so go check that out. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.